Everybody eats when they come to my house. Try a tomato, please do. You catch a Tory, Dory. Taste the bologna, Tony. Everybody eats when they come to my house. I fix your favorite.
Alright, we got the egg roll wrappers. Gonna make about 30 of them. Got the bok choy. We got bean sprouts, needs to be cleaned. Onions need to be cut. Carrots need to be grated. We got some chicken bouillon for flavoring. And the secret ingredient is ginger. Real easy. We're making egg rolls. You call it egg rolls because at the very end you break a couple eggs in there, which makes the glue for the insides to stick together. But that's later on. Right now we gotta wash these beans. I got about 4 pounds of bean sprouts because they're gonna cook down into nothing. You rinse them off. Gonna have 2 batches to rinse off. Rinsing them, and then I throw them in a pot. There we go. Then we get the next batch in here. Next batch, just like so. It's about, I think it's about 4 pounds of bean sprouts. We're gonna get those setting, cooking on a low heat, just in the water that you rinsed them. You got to put them enough because they're so full of water that the water is going to draw out and they're going to shrink. But now I'm going to cut. I had to cut 2 onions, lots of onions, a couple carrots, and we're chopping the bok choy of any kind. Man, you just chop it up into little tiny pieces. You like the leaves to be a little bit long strips. They don't have to. You just chop it up and put it in the pot. Carrots. I use the grater for the carrots, and then I'm just going to add this whole mess to the rest of that, just like so. Is the onions, carrots, bok choy, and the bean sprouts. We're going to still cook that down a little bit on the medium heat, just in its own juice. I haven't added any seasonings or nothing yet. Just that. And the smell is awesome. It's amazing. All right, on the work area, we have some water here. That's going to be our glue to keep the egg roll closed. So you spread a little bit of just plain old water onto the egg roll wrapper. Add some filling, whatever you like. You know, sometimes you make them big, sometimes you make them little. I just kind of go with the flow and see whatever happens. Then you roll it. If it breaks, that's all right, because you got the nice roll right there. There's one. You put the wrapper down, do a little bit of wet, a little wet on that side. You get some filling. Fold it on top, fold it across, fold it again, and then you roll. Don't worry if it splits. It's going to close as you roll. There you go. Do it again. A little bit of water. A little bit of water. You got the filling, which is bok choy, bean sprouts, carrots, and onion. Yeah, fold it over once. Yeah, fold it over again. You give it the turn. A little bit of pressure as you're rolling it, but not much. You don't want it to break. Got the wrapper. Got the water. Got the filling. And then you roll. You roll once. Fold. Fold. And roll. Now that's a work of art. We're going to deep fry these after we make all 32 of them, 35, whatever the roll is coming. Alright, the oil is hot. Got my first baby right here on the tongs. And that is Bogdon's deep fryer of love, baby. Check this out, man. Put that in the hot oil. The oil's got to be 375, 395 is actually my favorite heat for deep frying. But most deep fryers, they only go up to 375, so I push it a little bit farther. Put that puppy in there. Now when the green light goes off, that means the oil's getting cool. And when the oil gets cool, that means your egg rolls are going to get soggy. So take your time. Do 2 at a time, do 1 at a time. Do whatever that light says. The light's in charge. All I'm doing is dropping the food in and taking it out, baby. Oh yeah. You want to give it a little bit of movement, a little bit over there. Oh yeah. Now for this recipe, the food's already cooked. All we're doing is getting that nice, lovely crisp and crunch. And that's the first two. Take them out of here, give it a little shake, set it over here. And let's go get a couple more. We'll take this one. Ain't that nice? Put it in the basket. Grab another one. Put this in the basket. And then we're going to lower the basket of love into the hot, bubbly sweetness. Notice the green light is on, so the oil is plenty hot, which will make a nice crisp. Give it a little shove, wake them up in there. Yeah, baby. Alright, the green light is on. That means it's hot enough. So we're going to grab two of these bad boys. We'll put it in here. We'll even go three. The top of that is kind of chewy right now. So we'll put that with the wet side up. It's going to splatter. But we can take care of that too. Grab one, two. Here's a small one. Put that in here. Drop that into the oil of love. And I got the splatter thing. That's a pretty good idea because it can get pretty messy in here. But for now, take a look at that love. Moving around a little bit. And the aroma is just amazing. I'm using a canola oil with one of these liquid oil things here. That and a little bit of that inside there. And that's just very nice. We want to move them around. Keep them alive. Make sure they're awake. Wake up, you guys. And in a minute, it's going to start splattering because as it cooks and the things contract and expand, there's going to be little holes and a little bit of that moisture is going to come out in the form of steam and it's going to splatter. As you can hear, the splattering begin. Oops, there goes one. There we go.
Have a banana, that is salami, give it to
And I'm not even going to cook them for 5 minutes. Once they get a little brown, they're done. Because the food's already cooked. All I'm doing is making it a nice crispy love. So we take them out, stack them on an angle so that they can dry a bit. Notice the green light is on. That means the oil's hot. If that light goes out, then you gotta stop cooking and you gotta wait because the oil is too cold. And if the oil gets cold, that's when you get the soggy egg rolls, which is no fun for anybody. So you put these bad boys back in here. Oh yeah, this is looking really good, man.
Hasta Pasula. Oh, you have a baby. Now don't be so bad.
Bogdon's Kitchen of Love, baby. There's a lot of love cooking in here. The green light's on. You want to move it around a little. Some say to keep it happy. I say give it some life. You know, just keep the love going. And you'll see when it's done, when it's brown and crispy. Just like that. And then we get my tongs and we take them out. Because, man, that stuff's hot, man. Put them with the rest of them. I don't like laying them down flat because the bottom part gets kind of wet in the steam still. So I kind of lean them on each other, lean them on the side, you lean them all over until you're done. And always, always unplug the deep fryer valve when you're done. Unplug that baby, because you don't leave the room with the deep fryer frying.
Everybody, when they come to my